All right, guys. Now I'd like to explain how transitioning legs in the 50-50 works. And generally speaking, you're going to find yourself doing this from the backside. You're going to see it happening pretty often, particularly when you're dealing with athletic or adept leg defenders, and particularly the second one, but every now and then, just sometimes the first one, people who are really quick and really strong can yank their limbs away, and you have to understand how to follow that. Something else important to grasp, in my opinion, is that no amount of mechanical precision and awesomeness stops other people from being really, really freaking strong sometimes and really, really explosive. So rather than saying, if I grab a person in the following way, they can never move, say, look, I'm going to make it pretty tough on them and very challenging. But in the event that they do move powerfully and they are able to blast their way through something that we're doing, we're simply going to move with and make them do it again, going rep after rep after rep and saying, hey, I can do this all night long. How long are you going to be able to keep up what you're doing? And then see if we're able to follow through to the finish. So if what I'm going to start with is, if Adam puts me in 50-50, if we rotate this away, thank you, and I end up in backside 50-50, which is actually pretty similar to almost a single leg defense stance. So actually, let's kind of run through that. So if you take a head inside single, please, and I start to stuff down and move, and I'm getting ready to leave. This is very, very, very similar in look to what's going on from backside 50-50. Adam has a threatened leg here that he's looking for. I've got a plant leg, and you can see people driving that knee out, down the corner, you name it. However, it's important to, when we're considering this position, to realize that similar to if you grab my wrist, please, and I go, get off me. I'm like, man, that's tough. I'm like, I can break his wrist or his grip very, very easily because I'm able to stop him from following me. We go, okay, dang it. If I did a backflip, Adam could come with me. If I stop him and I move, it's no different than if I do the same. I'm like, hey, get off me. Works pretty good. What's the liability? I'm leaving something behind. I'm leaving behind the thing that was there. So if you hold my wrist and I go, get off me, and then you snag my foot, and then I go, get off me, and then you snag my other foot, and I go, get off me, and now you snag my hand, and I go, get off me. There's always something in this case that I'm using to check you, or in certain cases, check the floor. I have to drive off of something. I either need to get a ton of power from the floor and yank off, or I need to get a little bit less power, but check you and say you can't come with. It's that leg that's left behind, or that limb that's left behind, that we're going to be looking to claim. So, can you borrow for a second, dude? Yeah. So, here we are in, let's switch legs, please. In 50-50, Adam turns over to backside. Other side. Boom. Man. I've got him. This is working great. Crack, 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 pop. And he is just tough as nails, Cirque du Soleil, whatever you name it. I'm like, dude, what is going on here? He gets his knee out. I'm like, okay, and I transition to the calf slice, or I stay in backside 50-50. I would rather calf slice because it's a stronger frame in between me and him. Back your butt up into me, please. I'm not really having it right now. Back up into me. You can start to smother me a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but particularly as people start to do me a favor, back up into me and then backhand me in the face. Ow. That would really suck. Less of a concern in jiu-jitsu. Easier to do because no one would expect it, but less of a concern. Do that now. I'm able to manage my space a little bit more effectively because I have a longer frame of, instead of blocking with the back of my thigh, I'm blocking with my shin and marking. And again, I would say that I would make a distinction between a mark and a shove. I'm not trying to say get away from me. I'm saying you can come no closer. That's all. It's a significant difference, and a significant difference in attitude. So now we've gone from backside to, man, Adam's leaving. If you take off, so let's watch how this whole thing goes. He plants his feet and leaves. Let's come back. Let's break that down slowly. If you do like shutter fire, watching how things go second by second by second, a lot of times you feel like someone's doing something all at once, but in reality, it's like a corrugated rollout. If we come back again, backside 50-50, please. All right. Okay. I'm going to hold this foot. Take off. Now what do you do?
If I'm grappling,
if you're carrying on. Now this comes back to you, and you do what you need to do. So I'll go backside 50-50 for a second. I'm like, ow. You name it. I'm going to put my foot down, kick out, and then this leg can leave. Or it can turn around. But the idea is this posting leg is stationary. It's not going anywhere. And that's the one that we're going to reclaim, because you can't always stop the other guy from leaving. What you can say is, hey, you can't leave all at once. I'm going to take what you've left behind before it all goes. Adam takes off. I reclaim the other leg, and I go to 50-50 on the other side. If you'll notice, the shape of Adam's body at the moment, if we rotate to the left, please, this is concave. All I need to do is make sure that something gets in here. Try to take off, please. And it's going to catch. Take off now. That is not concave. I want to hook the pits of your body. So when he's leaving, I'm going, hey, stop that. And I'm shooting the bend of my knee or my thigh, oftentimes the bend of your knee, into the crook of their hip. And that's going to stop them from leaving. Keep leaving, please. Nope. Now, if you want to leave, try to turn this way. Turn the face. Are you more concave or less? More. You can't leave. Turn all the way that way.
Yeah, no.
What does that make happen? Keep going. You transition sides. Take off if you like. There we go. Now, give me that. Okay. I can leave. All right. You can leave again. Go the other way. There you go. Ah, man, he's going to leave. Look at his knee. It's going to go out the hole. There we go. And at some point, hopefully, he makes the type of mistake and pause that allows us to attack and finish the leg. The ability to keep the other person in a constant state of threat through your dominant positions. This is the same reason that close guard's a huge pain in the butt in grappling, because you're not allowed to hit the guy. So whereas in fighting, I can hit you from inside of your close guard potentially, in grappling, short of a couple really kind of off-the-wall things that for the most part don't occur, I have to break open your close guard in order to pass, in order to proceed, which means that I'm under threat while you're not, and there's almost nothing I can do really assertively to you from inside of your close guard that allows me to take control of the match. I have to leave this position and then go. 50-50, any number of other different advantageous positions can be run the same way. If I can keep you in my area of significant threat long form, I'm going to find my way to attack you. And if I get a lot of tries, I'm eventually going to get you. And even if I'm not very good, let's say half-court basketball shots, no one's very, very good at those. However, if you got 1,000 tries, you're going to get a shot. You're going to score. So what we want to look for is upping our scoring percentage. But even if we can't up our scoring percentage, we up our shooting percentage. We up our number of attempts by keeping the main focus of the fight in our position. And it's going to give you an opportunity to be successful against almost anyone.